Our fathers said, "The cutting tool traveling beneath the grass is looking for the careless shin." Listen carefully. In a certain village lived a prosperous man named Wankwo. God had blessed him. His barns were full, his farms stretched beyond the stream. His sons were hardworking, his daughters were beautiful and well-behaved. Among them was Adaora, a young woman so beautiful that men traveled from distant villages seeking her hand in marriage. Chiefs noticed her. Wealthy traders noticed her. Even titled men spoke of her beauty. But not everyone was happy. Wankwo's younger brother, Okafor, struggled in life. His wife, Mbeke, envied everything about Wankwo's household. She envied his prosperity. She envied his children. Most of all, she envied Adora. Whenever visitors came asking about the beautiful girl, bitterness filled her heart. "If Adora marries into one of those great families," she would say secretly, "Wankwo's household will become even more powerful." The envy grew, quietly, like a snake moving through grass. Then one afternoon, opportunity came. Mbeke was returning from the market with her youngest son. The boy suddenly said, "Mother, I want to urinate." Their house was nearby. The child started moving toward it, but Mbeke stopped him. Then she pointed toward Wankwo's vegetable garden. "Go there." The boy obeyed. As he urinated among the vegetables, Nwankwo's youngest son, Chinedu, saw him. He ran over immediately. "Please stop," he said. "You are spoiling our vegetables." The boy stopped. But before anything else could happen, Mbeke exploded with anger. "Who are you to talk to my son like that?" Chinedu was shocked. "I only asked him not to spoil the vegetables." But Mbeke was already shouting. When the frightened boy turned to leave and report the matter at home, she pushed him. He fell heavily. His skin scraped against stones. By the time he reached home, his body was covered in scratches. The family was outraged. Adora could not believe what had happened. Together with her brothers and relatives, she went to Okafor's compound to seek an explanation. That was exactly what Mbeke wanted. The moment she saw them approaching, she began shouting before they even spoke. The argument grew. Villagers gathered. Men abandoned their work. Women left their cooking fires. Soon, the entire village was watching. Then, in the middle of the confusion, Mbeke lunged at Adora. She grabbed her wrapper, tore her blouse, ripped her clothes before the crowd. The beautiful young woman cried out in shame. The crowd gasped. Nobody expected such disgrace. Mbeke was dragged away. The families were separated. The matter reached the elders. For days, the village discussed only one thing: the fight, the vegetables, the torn clothes, the insults. That was all anyone talked about. Then one elder stood up during the hearing and asked a question. Why did this all begin? Because the child urinated in a vegetable garden? Someone replied. The old man shook his head. No. The crowd became silent. The elder continued. A child urinating was the foot. The vegetables were the foot. The quarrel was the foot. Then he pointed at Adaora. The shin was standing elsewhere. Suddenly, everyone understood. The real target had never been the vegetables. The real target had been Adaora. By disgracing her publicly, Mbeke hoped to damage her reputation. She hoped to discourage the influential families seeking marriage. She hoped to prevent Nwankwo's household from becoming stronger. The entire village sat in silence. At last, the eldest elder rose and said, Our fathers were wise. The cutting tool traveling beneath the grass is looking for the careless shin. While everyone watched the vegetables, envy was aiming at the girl. And from that day, the village remembered. Not every quarrel is about what started it. Not every fight is about the thing being fought over. Sometimes the visible target is only bait. Moral: the obvious target is often a distraction. Wise people look beyond the noise and ask what the real objective is. For as our fathers said, the cutting tool traveling beneath the grass is looking for the careless shin. The foot attracts attention. The shin receives the cut. Follow, subscribe, and like if you love my stories.